This video is about Chris Most List. He is a YouTuber who has been going around the world, a Canadian YouTuber, Chris Most List. If you are watching a lot of vlogs on YouTube, I know you have come across him. Now, he was in Kenya, he has been in Africa, and he was in Jamaica, and he is in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, Chris Most has been arrested in Trinidad because of showing the negative side of training.
Canadian blogger and YouTuber Christopher Hugh is in police custody for inquiries related to a recent interview he conducted with alleged gang members. Sources close to TTT News informed that Hugh, a well-known travel vlogger, fondly known as Christmas List, is in questioning for filming and uploading footage of Trinidad and Tobago's gang culture and violent behavior. In some of these videos, unidentified men can be seen holding what appear to be firearms.
I'm still here again in Trinidad. Today's video is going to be groundbreaking. It's the first video in which I went to one neighborhood and I actually spoke to both movements, we'll call it. They're complete enemies and they're actually in a violent war back and forth, killing each other today. In this video, I'm going to talk to both sides. And as a bonus,
and yesterday he got imprisoned here in Trinidad and Tobago, to the best of my knowledge, because he showed parts of the gang areas and the government doesn't want them to be seen. And they also want to press him for some information about the gangs, and he doesn't want to give it because he has integrity as a journalist. And I want to now tell you everything I know about the story. Basically, here's how my story started. Chris was about to leave the country. He just had interviewed every single gang in Trinidad and Tobago. It was like his last or second to last day, and I wanted to have like a last meeting with him. I'm by myself, just quick introduction, I'm like hitchhiking around the world, and I walked across Tobago because I want to show the good parts of Tobago. My channel is about the good parts of Tobago. He shows the bad parts, I show the good parts, but we are friends, and this is why I have to talk about it. So, yeah, I wanted to have a last meeting, and he didn't respond, and he called me back, and he said, allegedly, that two police officers in civil tried to get some information about the gang. They tried to get him to talk about the people from the gang areas, and he said he's gonna like call me back in 2 hours, and he never called me back. And I called him, and he didn't answer. And you must know, Chris is normally a very busy guy, so he uploads every day or every single day. He has constantly like 10 things in his Instagram story. So I thought maybe he's busy, right? So the next day I called him again, and there was something weird about the call, because normally he would press me away because he's busy, but this time just went unanswered. Just ringing, it just rang the whole time. It's like, okay, shit, something is wrong here. And I looked at his social media and he didn't post anything. And this is so not Chris. And a few hours again, I called him again. And again, nothing, no answer to my text. And I called him again. And then I saw like a video of a guy who said like, Chris is missing. It's like, what happened? Something.
The video he did about the gangs of Trinidad and everything about the bad side made his arrest. Now, I don't see the reason of arresting Chris Most for showing the negative side of the bad side or the gang side of Trinidad and Tobago. I think the best thing the police could do is going and arrest the bad people. Why are you arresting the one who is showing the bad people instead of arresting the bad people? This Chris is just like a journalist. Every journalist has a freedom of showing anything. You have seen in Haiti where they have been showing the gangs, and the gang leader was doing interview. It's everywhere. Here in Kenya, when you go to the dangerous side of Nairobi or Kenya, you are not supposed to arrest the one who is showing the news. Instead, find ways to stop the dangerous people or to stop the gangs. So, and this come to my attention that, is it because the gangs are being led by people who are known in the government, or the gangs are projects of people, you know? Like here in Kenya, you may find gangs that are projects of people. There was a gangs here, there was a gang here in Kenya called Mongiki, was a project, like government project. Now, maybe these Trinidad and Tobago gangs, they are sponsored by known people or by the government. Because why are you going to arrest the one who is showing the things that you don't know? Why is Chris Must arrested? Why is he arrested? Because of showing the bad side of Trinidad and Tobago. He's been a vlogger going around every countries, and he has been showing these countries, but nothing happened. But here in Trinidad and Tobago, it's a bad sign. I don't like it. I don't know what you think. Tell me in the comment section. Do you think is it right for the police to detain him, or do you think they are wrong? Because for me, I think the police, the Trini police is wrong, and I take this to the government. I think the government does not want the gangs. Maybe they don't want people to know the bad side of Trini. I have seen the comment section. A lot of Trini are supporting Christmas list because a lot of them are tired with these gangs. A lot of them have suffered in the hands of these gangs, and they were happy that Chris is able to unveil, Chris is able to show the world what is on that side. As we supporting black people and we are supporting the positive sides of black countries, we must show, or we must condemn the bad side too. And we can't condemn this when we don't see. We can't condemn what we don't see. So if we see the bad side of Trini, we start condemning as black people, because black country need to have to be good for everyone. The thing they have done of arresting Chris Must has kept Trini in a bad picture. He went to an interview with some gangs, two sides of the gangs, and the gangs, the gangs or the gang leader was saying about how they killed who and who, the things they are doing, the things they have done. It was a good information for the government to use the information, maybe to bring down the gangs and to help the people. But I think, in my opinion, just this is my opinion, I think maybe the gangs are being supported or sponsored by some people. Like here in Kenya, you may find there is a thief somewhere or some gang somewhere, and they are using government pistols. They are being supported by some people in a police force or some people in government. Let me not talk so deep in that, because maybe I may find myself in trouble again. But I think it's high time that when we are supporting the positive side, when we are talking about the positive things in a black country, in a black nation, too, we must condemn the bad things, because the gangs and the gangs are the one who are tarnishing the names of the black people. That's why black Americans or people anywhere, Africans, black people, a black person in a white country, he or she is being termed as a criminal because of these gangs, that we are supposed to do away with the gangs. And we will do away with the gangs when we show it. I'm a content creator. One of these days I will do vlogs, because I love doing vlogs, and I'll be going to countries. And if I come to a country, I just don't want to be idle. Just to show you the things. I'm in the city somewhere enjoying. I want to show everything. And the everything means even the negative sides, so that it's being seen and we amend the things. There is this a traveler, is a YouTuber called Ichiboots, that the lady, she was cruising across Africa, and she came to Nigeria, and one policeman was asking for bribe, for licky. And because of that video, the policeman was put on spot, and he paid. He paid for his mistakes. So these videos sometimes help us, helps the leaders, will help the authorities to know where it's bad and where it's not bad. So we need these vlogs, And you cannot arrest a YouTuber, or you cannot arrest a journalist because of showing the bad side of your country. That's what I know. I believe it's Africa. Maybe Chris is a white man, and we don't want to go there. What I'm trying to say is that it was a bad idea to do that, and Trini, I support, like personally, I stand with Chris. I'm because I'm a YouTuber too, and I'll be going for countries to countries for vlogging, and I want it to be like, not to feel scared when I go somewhere because I'm showing a vlog. I remember the story of I Am Marwa, how he was arrested in one Caribbean country. So tell me in the comment section, what do you think of this issue? Is it Chris who is on the bad side, or do you think the authorities or the police of Trinidad and Tobago, they are wrong? For me, I think, my personal views, I think Chris is right. Tell me in the comment section what do you think, and don't forget to subscribe on this YouTube channel because it's amazing, and you're an amazing person. Returning subscribers, you are so amazing. New subscribers, thank you so much for passing by. Stick here, a lot more is coming. I am the Kenyan Beast, of course. We are doing it the African way every day, every time.